assess if they need to pressure you in the situation and kind of like hold their ground with like a shield or like a wave dash or maybe even move out of the way, or they're going to notice like, oh, this is my combo opportunity and take it. What I would describe this as is playing honest. I think that when I play against him worse, I'm always thinking, wow, this guy plays incredibly honest. There's nothing. He's literally just playing the game like in a way where he only takes what he gets and like doesn't ask for more. And I think your problem, and I think the problem with most people that aren't particularly, that aren't like J move level. Not that Morse is that good, but Morse is pretty good. Is like you overextend, like constant overextensions, like doing things that don't actually work essentially. Uh, and I think that for you, this is represented two ways. The one is represented in your punish game, and in the other way, it's represented by going for like I would call them like ghost reactions, where it's like you're reacting to things that you think guarantee you an opening, and they don't actually. And it's like you know what I mean, where it's like or like where it's like somebody says something and they're like, "Oh, like isn't that so true, guys?" And like they just look back at them like really confused because we said like absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to the opening, like, "Oh, look at this opening!" I got like, "Oh, this is great." And like literally, like the fox looks at you while you're in like 20 frames of lag. It's like, what are you talking about? Like you did not get an opening here, and it just like grabs your up and just like that is such a huge problem of yours that it's like so overbearingly bad when I play against you. And I can exclusively abuse it to win games, which is why I wanted to look at a VOD of you playing against someone else's show, kind of to show because like when we're playing in a game where I like truly abuse it well, like the game is just like four openings that you can lose, kind of, or at least four openings where like it's not meaningful. I want to show you in a meaningful capacity, so it doesn't just look like chaotic. Because I'm just abusing your habits. Whereas I think if you see it kind of in a real match, and you'll see kind of how the game should be played against this box versus how the game is not being played, it'll make a lot of sense. So yeah, I want to find an example. Well, for starters, this is something Pipsqueak would definitely say if he saw this. Is like this doesn't work. Like up till here does not work. You need to either grab the fox or get short hop aerials on him. As you know, Fiction's game plan is to just look for late or to look for a soccer angle bear here, right? Or just get percent with bear. This one might be older though. I didn't check what date it's from. From May. Oh well yeah. Just like, it doesn't work. This is fake. Fake up till. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, here we go. Here's an example. So this is you playing dishonest. You hit this bear. You don't get a grab here. If you do dash grab, he can shine you. He could well shine you like forever ago. It doesn't work. You need to just play the pressure here, right? Off of this. Or alternatively, you could just shield draw up air and try and get a knockdown. I think up air knocks down him. Uh, or you just take this and then you see what happened, and you full hop it, fall back to the platform and reset the position because now he's at 29, and your openings are going to mean more if you hit another fair because you're going to get knockdowns. But you see how this overextension should have been an opening for him?
Hmm. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31.
Oh, this guy.
He had about 15 frames to decide and react to your option, and then 16 frames to hit you. That is the easy JC grab or JC up smash, right?
Hmm.
All because of an overextension. And you kind of get away with it, but it's like you should get up smash there. And up smash at that percent for you is devastating because if you hold in, you get up aired, and if you hold out, you get essentially edge guarded or juggles either. Uh, you just messed up. You just messed up. That's all.
Oh, well, that was bad. Overextend.
Oh yeah. Obviously, I already told you you're working your uppies. Uh,
That
oh,
never
you tried
works.
to third. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Which she could just doesn't
Okay,
work.
I try to stop doing that now, cause I
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's a good thing to try to stop there. Okay. Oh, this was you playing a mix up, which is fine. You read him coming in. I don't necessarily know if it was the best option, but I can't claim to know that. This is fine. See, this is like normal gameplay. Yeah, basically here it's just, I mean, I don't want to go into detail on like every little thing, but it's like if the fox, you need to line yourself up with like the tip of the fox's recovery, right?
Hmm.
Don't go too far below it because then you essentially made yourself into Jigglypuff here.
Yeah, you just get edge guarded instead.
Yeah, yeah, it's like you need to be as high as you can go. Yeah, same issue. Oh, you
That was very interesting.
okay? I want to make a point. I feel like Jmook gets hit ace. So this is an amazing ACI now, but Jmook converts off this
Hmm.
because he's making it as hard as he's keeping his opponent as honest as possible and by making it as hard as possible for his opponent to hit him. So I think Jmook gets up tilt back there, fair there, or something.
Or
Yeah,
grab. Or yeah.
yeah, or grab. Yeah, yep, definitely.
Oh,
There, all those options I think are possibilities.
I think this is the one where I was talking. I was in VC with him and I was just trolling.
Yeah, 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 that makes sense.
Some Neil turnarounding. Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, here's this grab that I always chastise you for. It's like in this spot, you just need to you can't assume you're gonna get stuff. Like you should move out of the way.
Yeah.
Like you need to do something like proactive.
Yeah.
You're being proactive in like this mindless, like unranked style way, or unranked versus an unranked Fox style way, where it's just like, see, you did it again. You're just assuming you're getting things that aren't in front of you.
So, yeah.
And I
Okay.
think
So I.
what we
So when should I play like that? Like when do I decide to I should move away, right? But like when do I do like the grabbing or something like that?
I think when you're covering that specific drift is when you should be doing that high reward of an option. So here, I'm gonna open Uncle Punch. So you've heard Fiction talk about right about how he thinks that you should always know why you're getting your openings.
Nope, I have not heard that before.
Oh well, that's something he talks about, and I think a long time ago, I remember showing Bean my first set with William 23, the sheep player Pokemon fan, and I showed him my notes on it first, and I was like, I'm going to show you, how my notes pertain to what happened in the set, and how every decision I made in the set was a reflection of my notes. And I was able to successfully do that because, like, I had actually, worked out my game plan, right? And I actually worked out, like, oh, these are the situations that I want to play to win. This is how I'm going to edge guard him and how I combo him, right? Like I specifically knew what I was going to do. In fact, before we even get into this, I could show you some of the Marth Puff games I played today in correlation with. Um, so before playing this session, I reread Alex Puffstuff's thoughts on the matchup. Uh, so as you look here, uh, he goes over this, what he calls neutral footsies, which is like a reference to like a fighting term, which footsies are like
I know what that
the
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So beat a distant dash with a shallow incremental full hop advance, neutral ascent, approaching descent, attempts fair, preemptive wave dash attack, beat preemptive attacks with wave dash back crouch. This attempts a close dash dance and beat a close dash dance with a deep low up air bear and pound. And this attempts a distant dash dance. So I literally went in to the session keeping this in mind. And I think that my games of Marth Puff uh kind of reflect this like very well. So if we go here, I think on literally the first opening, I can explain how this reflects my gameplay. This idea of something. Okay, well that was just too messy. I'm sorry, that's I want like a real opening, a real instead of just like this scrappy stuff. Wow, really good by him.
Who is this? Your brother?
Yeah, yeah. This is just like all this was just kind of like this was all kind of fake. I want like a real neutral situation. This is very scrappy. Okay, right away. Empty full haunt. I said drift in, and then like here I'm like I kind of complicate it. I'm like okay, I'm gonna reset the positioning, and then I land here because I'm looking for the preemptive fair, which is Thames Fair. So I'm like playing around specifically that. And again, empty full hub, and then uh ascending. Like here I take space with the ascent, but I'm descending with taking space. Like again, like it suggests. Again, taking space, and then again on only on my descension I'm taking space. Wave dash back to try and catch the fair. Here, the reason I do this is because like I'm playing puff, so I'm like, oh, I want like the random opening. This should be telegraphed, but because my puff is bad, it's not. Uh, okay. We have this is all like really scrappy, not particularly good. This is pressure. Okay, here we go. Back to neutral. Here, I'm using short hop instead of full hop. I don't think it's particularly good, but I'm trying to take space and again tempt fair. Like that is like literally all I'm doing. Is this like just playing to like that general plan. And I'm not even using like the exact same moves, right? Like I've used short hop, I use short hop from side flap, I use full hop, I use full hop double jump, and then just use the drift of it to like take space. But it's still like in the area of the game plan, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Uh you've on that forever. I want to have one more example. Oh wait, did I get this kill? Oh, I think I rested. So it's probably like that. And here we're just like playing like the puff game where I'm just like camping. Puff game. Oh yes, yes, you're flipping decent. Oh yeah, actually that's me. I know. Well, does that one kind of make sense to you in terms of like how it reflected my game plan?
Yeah.
I was showing my VODs versus the porkers because I actually put my cheap Fox game plan really well, or Fox sheet game plan really well in our second set. So the other thing I want to highlight is like how do you how almost like how do you play your game plan? I think a really good example. How do you understand the openings that you're getting? I think a really good example is in Fox Chic in what Fixture calls the rule of threes. Why did she switch? Have you ever had that happen?
Um, wait, yeah, you have to go back.
That was weird. Okay. So in Fox Chic, obviously there's like Fixture talks about this mix-up all the time. You have your mix-up where you're either doing like a clown drill or you're doing this into your clown drill, right? Very straightforward. Very straightforward. Rule three is, you're supposed to. This covers the dash in. If I can, if I had a brain, it would at least. Oh wait, I think I'm too close slightly. Let me just, for the example's sake, let me fix this and just do this spacing. This is more realistic. Wait, what's happening? We have drill. I could please have my L cancel. That'd be great. Uh, oh my gosh, I actually changed my L cancel. What am I trying? So we have this one, and we have this one. And if I play back to state on this, then oh, then I can react to that one, but I lose to that one, right? It's very simple, extremely simple. And it's like, do you think that the fox knows why he's getting the hit here if he hits you?
I guess yeah, because he's doing the roll of threes.
Yeah, right. It's easy to know if the fox is getting hit here because it's like, oh, you know, if I did this one and I get hit, then I know he probably reacted, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this one, and if I get hit still, it's like, okay, well, it's even like impossible to hit this honestly, but. Even if I get hit by the second one, then I'm like, okay, well, he's not reacting to my dash in instantly, right? So I'm gonna do the first one. You have like a framework to go off of. So if we take a save state for both like of these timings, so this is for the first one, and this is to beat the second one, and we play these back, then okay, what did the Sheik pick, and what did the Fox pick in this one? This is the Sheik not reacting to the dash. This is the Sheik reacting to the dash. Or oh my gosh, this is the Sheik delaying. This is the Sheik going instant. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I actually cannot speak. The one where she hits the dash in means she just reacted at F tilted. The one where she misses it is the one where she reacted. Because if you react, you could kind of hit this because the fox is to come from far away. Fox can't really occupy space close to sheep, right? Because like I could just like okay, I this save stays too fast, but like basically if I just do this, right, infinitely I get space on whenever I want because I could just always drift in and you can't really hit me consistently. Uh, so it's like having mix up like this that you have simplified the game down to that you can know why they're working and why they're not is incredibly important. And I think what you're missing when it comes to dealing with shields is a framework that covers most of the options. You are just grabbing. That is the only thing you're doing. Whereas if you were if you had the mentality of like, let's say you don't think you can ever shield grab, right? Because you're playing against better players, and like uh it just doesn't feel worth it for you to shield grab. So let's say Fox's options, and I'll use the weapon options are like uh Nair Shine. Wait, oh, Nair, please. Nair Shine, Nair Grab, and Nair Shine Forward. Right? These are the weapon options. Oh wait, am I missing one? Oh, and then Nair Double Shine. So we'll simplify it actually. We'll get rid of the Nair Shine Forward because
Wait,
just because it how it complicates
the
it.
second one you said is Nair grab, or
No, the second one is Nair Shine Grab. The third one is Nair Double Shine. I don't know why the Shine Grab. My brain is actually just not there right now. So these are the three options, right? These are the only options the Fox is doing. This is it. These are the only three options. There's nothing else. These are the only three options you have to worry about. Nair Shine Grab, Nair Double Shine, right?
mm-hmm.
So this is the whole game. This is the whole game. Okay, so it's like, okay, how do I beat these options? How do I beat these options? So let's go through them one by one in the report function. Okay, so we have Nair Shine Wave Dash back. Uh, Grab isn't going to catch it, right? Maybe if you're frame perfect, it will like that. But uh, I don't think it's particularly a good idea to go for that. I think I would rather see something like we saw J-Move doing Nair full hop. Let's saw him doing full hop here. And the reason for that is because you get this spot, which is really favorable for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that not only is this, so if we test this, so I made this safe state, right? So we now test this on the other options. I don't know why she's not jumping. Oh, because I didn't time my save states correctly, so it's actually annoying. So I'm just gonna try it instead of like doing it like the right way. So this doesn't really lose to shine grip. As long as you're holding for after the shine at least it doesn't, which you could basically do because you'll know if the fox is waiting and just doing like late air grab and like no foxes are gonna do it. It's something Leffen talked about, in fact, that no foxes are gonna do it. And even if you do, look what happens if you jump into the shine.
Yeah,
You're
you get
safe.
them. Yeah, you get the grab,
You
right?
get the Yeah, 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 you get a grab ring. I'm not ace down down because I'm bad, but you're right. I'm pretty sure you have to ace down this down to get it, don't you?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe fastball.
But how do you do it? Well, doesn't matter. That's good enough. Maybe lap how you're supposed to get that. Okay, so it's good against that option. So how does it do against double shine? Okay, so against double shine, it seems like you can, as long as he doesn't do a aerial that's -0, it has kind of a similar effect as the other ones.
Hmm.
So if we boil it down to this mix-up, then the full hop almost seems all encompassing because the most you're risking is getting hit by shine, and that's great, right?
Yeah,
So do you think there's a specific option the foxes you're playing against are doing against your shield that you're afraid of losing to?
I don't think I've thought about it enough, but
Okay, well, something I do against your shield is I do shine full hop. So if we were to program a shine full hop into this fox spawn, oh wait, I need a sheet that's shielding now. Please. So what happens if we program a sheet that holds shield? For sure. That is holy shield and the fox shine full hops. What happens if I full hop here?
you can you you could do the full hop that you just did, a Sheik, but
But how does this work out frame data wise? Is my question. I believe we full hop on about the same frame because you're gonna have. Oh, I'm full hop slightly first.
okay. Well, an alternative could be you can roll or wave dash out.
Yeah, that's true. But I would point out you have a faster aerial than I have here.
Oh,
Your
nair
nair
out a
is
shield.
faster than
Nair
mine.
out a shield.
Yeah. So I would actually say that in this spot, full hop nair out of shield would be really, really good
So
because the startup of it, if they shine late, is going to fix your problem of getting a double shine. Uh, it's not grabbable. It's low lag.
wait, so
Uh,
full hop nair out?
yeah,
Well,
full under.
that's genius.
Yeah. But something I want to point out is that if we go back to this, actually, we have kind of an interesting interaction here where you're putting yourself in lag and I'm idle.
Yeah, and you can
In fact,
shore up.
this is not the only one that's problematic. Another problematic one is double shine. Oh wait, I switched my third one to state. If we look at the double shine, wait, this is shine grab. Why? Oh my gosh! See,
Because
if you should just be doing what I'm doing and not sync up the save states. But for examples, if you sync up the time, then you can like just switch the save state and see how the options interact. You just need to make sure the nair is hitting on the same frame, so that way that she has the same reaction point. If that makes sense.
yeah,
That way you don't have to go back and recreate save states like I have to do here. Oh wait, I need to turn the frame advance off actually. So, oh, I'm not buffering somebody, dumbass.
yeah,
So for the most part, right, this is going to you're going to get hit by the double shine here. But let's say you get a late C stick tempo like this. This represents a problem actually, as you have an actionable fox here who could
yeah.
just up air you.
Hmm.
I don't know, or upsell, just for simplicity's sake. And it's like, well, this spot's not very good actually, right?
Yeah,
It's just not great. But this is the thing: is that if you're truly understanding why you're getting your openings, and you find this to be a commonality, you could problem solve this now. You could be like 50% of the time I'm gonna nair, 50% of the time I'm gonna full hop. Uh,
yeah, and you just balance it out as you play the
yeah,
match.
exactly, exactly. You balance it out as you play. The thing is that a lot of people will tell you to balance it out based on the match. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think you should balance it out based on like your experiences against most people, and then you can.
Yeah.
Adaption is more like you flip switches during the match, not that you come up with solutions during the match. Does that make sense?
Hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Uh, uh, so yeah. Another point I want to make is that why haven't I suggested, grabbing, you show grabbing? Because what if the fox is near,
Is
if what if the
high
fox is near way left back or the nearest high, right? And it's the reason for that. Well, for one, it's perfectly okay to shield grab, but it's only good to shield grab if you're specifically going out of your way. At least this is my opinion.
to
Going out of your way to counter them doing a bad option on it. You shouldn't assume that they're going to do it early near. Like what you're doing, we go back to our VODs. I probably find an example in here. Maybe Yoshi's would have a better example, but uh, what you're doing. Okay, here we're even gonna look. We're gonna look at a sugar. We're just gonna look here. You're assuming I'm picking a bad option. I did empty full hop, and you assumed I did empty full hop with drill and tried to grab it. I just full hop again, empty lens shine. Now I have all the pressure. And in fact, I would say that I was inevitably ended up in like a really good spot to hit you because I single hit you with drill here. I now have pressure. I empty full up. I land next to you in CC, but I miss my dash in. Like this should have been another opening for me. Uh, and I think that it's all off of just you assuming I'm picking a bad option rather than forcing me to pick a bad option or like I think there's a difference than reacting as if I picked a bad option and like, hard reading it.
yeah, hard reading. Yeah, you want to hard read like good options.
Yeah, exactly. You should be hard reading good options. You should be like, you did full hop drill here because it's good. I'm going to cover it. Whereas full hop drill is terrible here. You were in shield. You were in shield. You could have wave dash out of the way, which you did do. You could have just held shield grab. There's 100 different solutions. Let's find another example.
Oh, epic.
That was terrible. Maybe it's a good combo pillar.
You,
How did I get this 19%? Oh, see, look, there it worked. I was short hop there, but it was still there.
near nonetheless.
How did I get this? This does not look like I should on it. Okay, why? Why? Tell me why you did this, bro.
I expected a bad option.
Yeah, I agree. I think you did. I think you did expect a bad option. I think a good option here would have been boost grab, short hop in.
Running up
Uh,
tilt or something like that.
yeah. Well, I'm at zero, so maybe
I don't
not.
know.
But
I don't know. I've been up tilting a lot, but I guess people just don't
I'm pretty
see.
sure that Sakurai angle gets shined. Sakurai angle until it gets shined. I think
I see. I don't.
because I think it's +2, and that you'd be a 5-ish frame window to shine.
I don't know. I've been spamming a lot of up tilt recently,
Uh
but
huh.
I guess just no one. It's really hard to CC, I guess, because yeah, I get destroyed too. But
Yeah. Uh, no, no, no. It is hard, but I'm pretty sure if they shine full hop, it literally covers every option. Let's see if we can test it real quick. I hope my frame one works, even though I have 2 minutes open. I'm not sure if it does actually. I don't really do it now with people much anymore.
why do you have so many open?
What'd you say?
Why do you have so many open?
A two. The slippy thing and then this. Okay, okay. So what we're gonna do is quite simple. Plan is simple. So we're gonna do this, and then with this guy, we're gonna. Oh wait, we gotta get A stand down. Yeah, here we go, stand down. How about A?
You have to
This is
maybe
not.
taunt.
Oh yeah, I could be taunted, but this is fine. This is good enough. Okay, okay. So this is the thing. So all we're gonna do now is we have frame count. First of all, we need to make the sheet do a frame one grab, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna record a shield backwards to get the exact frame, which I'm actionable. Oh, is this frame one or is this frame two? I think it's frame 94. Yes, it's frame 94. Maybe 90 thing, but it's fine. It's close enough. Okay, so we're gonna get the sheet to do a grab on frame 94, maybe 93. How did I overcount by that much? Dude. Oh, frame 71. Frame 71. Oh, I had no, I would leave real quick. Wait, that like does not sound right. Freedom.
Just like hold shield while you're doing it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you need a whole back and shield, right? You can't just hold shield. It doesn't activate the ISA frames.
The Isaiah frames, really?
Yeah. Wait, did you not know that?
Nope.
Yeah, you have to hold back and shield. Okay, so what frame? It's like
Actually,
right after.
oh, that's good to know. I didn't know
Yeah, 65. Okay, so frame 65. So we need to look at this fox's point of view starting at whenever he's first action.
that. Make him shine too.
Well before you're even actionable instantly, like well before it. And even then, his shine full hop beats your shield, right?
Yeah, because you just land on them afterwards.
Yeah. So this is an easy situation win for Fox because even if you outspace it, right, he's still in a better spot than you because his full hop is going to come out first, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
The only situation his full hop doesn't come out first is you outspace it and you get a frame one full hop, and he did a shine because that way he's stuck on the ground for 4 extra frames. Then you're gonna have a slight advantage, but I don't think it's worth it when you could be playing that sort of like low risk short house spammy style that fiction describes. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna say that I just do you understand now why I object to the full hop? I mean to the up tilt.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but when should I do the up tilt now?
Doesn't it knock down at like 45?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, it's like the up tilt is so too good, but I guess I
It knocks down 45, I'm pretty sure. It might be actually later than that, though. I don't know. My understood she's knockdown percent is pretty bad. How do you do this again?
just
New behavior
put
is
up the CPU or percent.
yeah. Well, no, no, no. I was thinking I should get the CC percent too. But... Oh yeah, yeah. Like now we're gonna be able to crouch.
Hey, crouched.
Already knocks out like 50. Okay, about over 60. First hit knocks down. Oh, it's 65. Okay, I'm sorry, 65. You would just do 70 in your head. 70 knocks down.
Okay.
That is crazy good, by the way. That's broken. As that is the thing to get. Uh, so yeah, so see, so that's something that you could be like, oh, you could come up with some sort of reason to work off of why you should upsell, as like your mix up in neutral. Like let's say I'm not really sure too well how to play this matchup other than to play outside of threat range with short hop aerials. That's always my game plan going into it, as we've talked about before.
Oh
But
yeah, I don't know. I whenever I'm close to them, I just start up tilting or something. That's why.
oh yeah, you could be like at 70. Like it's literally just good if they're close to you at 73. Don't kill them.
Yeah.
But you need to start thinking about it in a way of what beats good players' options. Like start thinking about what you're going to do against Sensei, not next time you play him, not against the people who you're playing against. I'm not telling you not to play against those people. You should absolutely keep playing against the people you're playing against, but you need to focus on covering the best possible options. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. spot where you feel grim to wrap up this discussion.
Oh yeah, are we gonna watch the Fox games or the Fox game? Or no.
Uh, I'm trying to think about how, because the reason why is because I wanted to talk about overextending and punish game too, but I think we will talk about that another time instead. Because I think I've made enough of a point off of this. I just want to bring it all together with a point where you assume my option, like really, really potently. I should have just narrowed. I mean, although I'm overcomplicating it because I'm trolling, I should just be back here because it wins automatically. Is what Armada used to do.
Armando. Oh, I love up tilt.
Yeah. Also, I want to say, like, if I'm not playing really trolly, this will never work, or not never work, but it won't work because why would I narrow you here?
Oh well, you know the will overshoot.
No, I don't know the will.
The will overshoot is when, well, I don't even think this is the situation, but like when, like when Sheik's in the corner, you full send the nair, so you land in the corner, like into the edge.
Oh yeah, no, no, fiction thinks that's really good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, will
But
will.
it's cheap. It's not good. It's not good. I'm not doing it. It's bad. You should just be outside of her range. So get later percent. Don't give her first though. Okay, you definitely throw this game away with something bad. Okay, case in point. Okay, so why was this bad? I want to count what you reacted to before you boost grabbed. So you saw me shine. It has been like so you reacted to me shining with boost grab.
Which is frame one.
What? Yeah. So I was actionable. So even if I did wave dash, okay, let's say boost grab takes about 15 frames to come out. Even if I did shine wave dash, I would still be actionable for another shine.
Really? Really?
Yes, I would still be actionable because shine wave dash takes about 17 frames. If I assume that you're doing a really tight dash, we're gonna have our hitboxes out at about the same frame. And shine's gonna win because shine frame one invincible. That's not a sustainable reaction. A sustainable reaction, in my opinion, would be empty straw hop. And then you kind of like use a reaction point for like if you're gonna lick bear or not. Or that is your reaction point, then you're like then you decide based on the options that they're picking if you want to late bear or late bear or whatever. And look at this. What's going on here? Why do you grab? You grab based on a soft hit bear. And it's like, why would you do that? It's soft hit bear. I'm probably going to be actionable first here, and I was actionable first. When you're seeing Jmook grab people's drills and like AX don't grab people's nairs, it's because he's actually like covering something. It's not random. If it was random, he's probably doing empty full hop or something or shield to try and keep the situation minimal risk. He's not just going for high risk plays like this out of nowhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. So just sleep on that. Actually, just sleep on that.
All right.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I'll sleep on it.
Yeah. Wait. Do you have to go or are you going to yell for a bit longer?